But my poison of choice is tequila, and some of you already know that. And to the young adults, it is a poison, all right? It is. It's just a delicious one. I avoid certain drinks. Like tequila is usually the only go-to that I have. I avoid Jaeger. I don't do Jaeger. Especially here. Yeah, I've been on 6th Street. You hear people, Jaeger! Jaeger's the only alcohol that will make you scream its name, by the way. Think about that. That is the only alcohol that people scream its name. You don't hear anybody else. You don't hear Mexicans. Tequila, way! You don't hear black people. Hennessy, playa. You don't hear Japanese. Woo, saki, saki! But Jaeger, ugh. Another reason why I'm not a fan of Jaeger is because I'm type 2 diabetic. I shouldn't even be drinking, but there's twice as much sugar in Jaeger. Okay? Another thing is the consistency of Jaeger. It's like medicine. It's like cough syrup. The problem with that is that if you drink too much of it, it's very sticky on the inside, and it takes longer to come back. If you have one too many Coronas, you know what happens. And then you return it to the rightful owner. Jaeger makes you feel like you got to bring it back, but you can't. All it does is make you dramatic for 45 minutes. You've seen that person. You okay? I'm fine. They can't throw up. All they're doing is 6-minute abs. They sound like an old car that won't start. You take them by the hand, you drag them into the bathroom, lean them over a toilet, nothing. Nothing. You're trying to motivate them. You can do it. People are outside knocking on the door. Are you okay in there? I think someone's hurting a dog. Not safe. Another alcohol I refuse to mess with anymore is wine. Let me explain. I know some of you are like, Let me explain about wine. I don't like wine for a few reasons. The main reason is that I don't like the fact that it's socially accepted. And what I mean by that is that if you see a man crossing the street with a bottle of wine, immediately he's judged, but in a positive way. Because wine is always associated with something high class, something positive, an anniversary, a celebration, some type of promotion. Something good is always attached to wine. Women see a man with a bottle of wine and a couple of glasses, and immediately, someone's gonna have a nice time. Aww, lucky bitch. It's still alcohol. It will still mess you up. The main reason why I don't like wine is because you cannot accurately measure wine. You can measure real alcohol. It's called a shot. And after drinking enough times what you can handle and what you can't handle. Because people that drink a lot love to brag about their drinking abilities. 11 shots of Cuervo. Woo! Yeah! Even women. After 4 shots of Don Julio, I am so good. 4 shots is my sweet spot.
What happens if you do 5?
I'll wake up in an alley.
What happens if you do 6?
That's how I met Tyrone. See, with wine, you cannot accurately measure how much you're drinking unless it's by the bottle, and that's a whole different problem. Glasses. Wine glasses are always different sizes. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small, and then you have to depend on someone who's pouring it, especially at a restaurant. Sometimes people know what they're doing, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you get that one guy with a real heavy hand and he fills it all the way up, which is what you're not supposed to do. Or you get the person that's seasoned who gives you a little bit less than half of the glass, which is the proper amount. Or you get that greedy bastard from Olive Garden. And it gives you that little sample and you gotta hold it up and... Oh, that's good. I got a coupon for that. Plus, you never see wine drinkers drinking with real drinkers in dive bars. You might see them at a social gathering like this or a corporate function, but never at a little hole in the wall. You're never going to see, Jaeger! Tequila way! And in the middle, Merlot, I say. Oh, this is a fantastic establishment. I truly enjoy the decor here. It's amazing. Who cuts your grass? It's brilliant, I tell you.